ready? Are you? We got some good participants today. This should be a fun time. Last week, for the very first time, we went 7 for 7. We answered 7 historical questions in a row, all correct, and that is our goal from now on. Here we go with your historical events trivia quiz. That's how ChatGPT labeled it. Question number 1. On October 6, 1981, the president of what country was assassinated during a military parade? Now, if you're old enough to have been alive in 1981, you saw this happen because it was played everywhere and it was crazy. You know, the president of the country's up there and he's waving at his sailors and Marines and his Air Force, his troops. He's waving at them. Hey, guys, you're doing a great job. I'll render you a salute. And then they jump off the truck and start waxing people. If you were alive in 1981, you know the answer to this question. Here are your multiple choice possibilities. Again, on October 6, 1981, the president of what country was assassinated during a military parade? Was it Iran, Egypt, Lebanon, or Libya? I have my answer. I know the correct answer. The 2 participants that we have today, I believe you were both alive in 1981. I am wrong. Mr. Taney is, maybe he was not, or maybe he was too young in 1981 to remember this event. But Brian, you have no excuse. You have to know this. Again, 1981, the president of what country was assassinated during a military parade? Was it Iran, Egypt, Lebanon, or Libya? I didn't know you were that much younger. Okay, all right. Well, you're both wrong. I could tell you Anwar Sadat was murdered at a military parade of his own military, and he was the president of Egypt at the time. So it doesn't look like you two are going 7. Frank chimes in with Egypt, and I'm giving him credit for it. No, Brian, you do not get Egypt. On October 8th, 1871, a devastating fire broke out in what U.S. city, destroying thousands of buildings? That's October 8th, 1871. A devastating fire broke out in which U.S. city? Well, none of us were alive in 1871, so no one knows the first-hand knowledge of Miss Mary's cow. But if you know about Miss Mary's cow, then you know what city this fire took place in. Mr. Taney answers with Chicago. Frankie answers with Chicago. Before I even give them multiple choice possibilities. The multiple choice possibilities were Chicago, San Francisco, New York, or Detroit. Now, San Francisco did suffer from a big old fire. Yeah, that's right. A lantern tipped over by Miss Mary's cow is the correct answer. And that happened in Chicago. So I believe I am 2 for 2. So good for me. October 10th, 1985. No excuses. All of you were alive. Here we go. October 10th, 1985. What company released the Nintendo Entertainment System in North America, revolutionizing the video game industry? I am not giving you the multiple choices. If you can't answer this question based on the dumb question that was provided to us, you don't get multiple choices. I'll read it to you again slowly. On October 10th, 1985, which company released the Nintendo Entertainment System in North America, revolutionizing the video game industry? Nintendo is Mr. Taney's answer. Yeah, I can't not agree with you about Nintendo. But I don't want the rest of you to you're already going 6 for 7. So go ahead and say Nintendo. There's Nintendo. All right, you're 6 for 7. Frank is sleeping. Here we go. Next question. On October 9th, 1967, what revolutionary leader was executed in Bolivia? Ah, we've added a little challenge to it. It's 1967. It's a revolutionary leader, and he was executed in Bolivia. This is one of those times where you could use the multiple choice responses, and here you have them. Fidel Castro, Brian, getting ahead of the game. Fidel Castro, Ho Chi Minh, Che Guevara. Frank is going with Che. Brian's going with Che. And Danny wants the multiple choices. Fidel Castro, Ho Chi Minh, Che Guevara, or Mao Zedong. Those are your multiple choices. Are you correcting? Is it gay? Gay Guevara, Che Guevara. Yeah, Che Guevara. I don't know how. It's the guy on the T-shirt. Okay, that's who your options are. Everyone is going with Che Guevara. I am also going with Che Guevara. I believe it was him, executed in Bolivia on October 9th, 1967. Question number 5, only 2 more questions after this. On October 11th, 2002, yeah, the rest were Asian. Wait, Mao Zedong, Ho Chi Minh, and Fidel Castro was not Asian, by the way. On October 11th, 2002, former U.S. President Jimmy Carter, that's how he said his name, Jimmy Carter, was awarded what prestigious honor for his efforts in promoting peace and human rights? Was it the Nobel Peace Prize, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the Congressional Gold Medal, oh, that's funny, James, or the United Nations Human Rights Award? Now, again, this is 2002. It's former President Jimmy Carter. He was awarded a medal. Brian is going with the Nobel. JT is going with the Nobel. Peace and human rights kind of feels like it should be Nobel. Frankie is going with Nobel. And I'm pretty sure the former President Jimmy Carter, who I don't know if you've seen him lately, but he looks like a mummy. And he's going to vote for Kamala. I am sure that he has won the Congressional Gold Medal. I'm almost positive of that. I'm also sure he's won the Presidential Medal of Freedom. And in 2002, he could stand up on his own feet to receive that medal. I really feel like I'm going to go against the grain. You 3 have all said Nobel. Who was the president in 2002? Nope, I'm going with Nobel also. We're all going with Nobel. Am I going to go 7 for 7 this week? Don't know, but I'm sure I'm going to try. Question number 6. October 7th, 2001, the U.S. launched military operations in Afghanistan as part of what campaign? Looking at the viewers that I got here today, most of you should know this because you were there. October 7th, 2001, the U.S. launched military operations in Afghanistan as part of what campaign? Was it, here are your options, Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Desert Storm, Operation, Brian has already typed it out, Frank has typed it out, JT's typed it out, Operation Enduring Freedom, or my personal favorite, Operation Infinite Justice. I just want to say Operation Infinite Justice because I like the way it sounds. I could probably add a little echo to it. Operation Infinite Justice. Nope, that wasn't the echo button. Operation Infinite Justice. No, you are all correct. It was Enduring Freedom. OIF and OEF and EIEIO. Final question. See if we can go 7 for 7. Some of you are not, but we'll see what you could do. Keep your score up. October 12th, 1492. Christopher Columbus landed on an island in the Caribbean. What did he originally believe he had reached? When he left Puerto de Santa Maria, no, he actually left out of Sevilla. He got the money out of Puerto de Santa Maria. These are both places that I've been, where Chick Brew currently lives in Puerto de Santa Maria. He gets on the boats. He's got 3 of them, the Nina, the Pinta, the Santa Maria. And they head around the world to find a shortcut to, Frank says India, JT says North America, Brian says Hindustan. Ooh, aren't you the smart one? The options you have available are Africa, the East Indies, North America, or Australia. I use that accent whenever I can. Australia. Hey. Was it Africa? Was it the East Indies? Was it North America? Or was it Australia? Well, he sure as heck didn't know it was North America, because no one else, except the Vikings, 100 years before him, even knew that existed. My guess, along with most of your guesses, except for JT, I am going with the East Indies. And now, a drum roll in your own heads, please. All right, here we go. The answers to the questions are Egypt, check. Chicago, check. Nintendo, check. Che Guevara, check. Nobel Peace Prize, check. Operation Enduring Freedom, and the East Indies. That's 2 weeks in a row. I have gone 7 for 7. But I almost screwed this up on the Nobel Peace Prize. So thanks for playing along. I couldn't have done it without you. Ladies and gentlemen, I remind you today, as I remind you every day, just be a fantastic person. Be the best person that you can be. And if you were a great person today, be an even better person tomorrow. Chick Brew sends her love. I am